more tissues. This is getting me all bluesy.
Yeah. Sing your blues, Chris. Let it out, bro.
49ers, you broke my heart. This week, the 49ers had a chance for 6. But instead, in the fourth quarter, they sucked dick. We had this thing all ready to win.
Let it out, Chris. Let it out.
But that quest for 6 just didn't
happen.
Oh no. Kansas City. Mahomes.
It's not in Kansas,
got
apparently.
titties. This motherfucker threw 2 interceptions.
Chris, he got titties, but he got titties, like 6 of them probably in his face from all the girls he was banging. Because that's what Super Bowl winners get, Chris.
The defense came unfurled. Mahomes in Disney World.
That's why we gave you Sherman. Because he's old.
The 49ers will get it next year.
What was that again?
Next year.
Chris, I appreciate you singing your blues out. It was really good, Jake.
It hurts.
No, thank you.
It
Thank
hurts.
you. Thank you.
I had a rough weekend.
And we didn't even. It's not only that, but Trump. I can see the pain in his face. Poor baby.
Hey.
Seattle fans,
Singing
unite.
the blues.
Go Hawks. Chris, it's okay, man. Hey, I know. I wasn't gonna talk shit to you until I talked to Wabi, and then Wabi's like, "No, fuck him." He was talking shit the whole game.
Dude,
And then he
you
said,
Seahawks
and then
fans
he
are
said,
so
and then
salty.
he said,
you should have beat
No.
Green Bay if you wanted to play us.
and
you
then he
guys
hold
fucked
on.
it up. How did you
And
lose
then
to a
he
team
said-
that we whooped?
No, he said-
we
listen.
destroyed the Green Bay Packers.
Listen, bro.
And you guys lost.
Listen. Wabi said the whole game you were
Listen,
talking
Linda.
shit. Your interception, bitch, all this stuff.
It wasn't the whole game.
No. He said you texted him multiple times throughout the game. Hold on. Don't talk yet.
Bullshit.
And you did talk a lot of shit to me, too, by the way, leading up to the Super Bowl week.
I'll be honest. I wanted to play you guys again.
I will rub your nose in it a little.
I wanted to play a team that actually would have gave us the challenge because Green Bay Packers fucking
Let's
suck.
be real, guys. Seahawks, we were hurting. We had to bring back Marshawn Lynch, okay? Hey, Raph, it's about fucking time you showed up, Chris. At the least, the 49ers' future looks brighter. Debo Samuel is a beast.
Debo
and
is
Nick
a beast.
Bosa. Nick Bosa is a beast.
Let's talk about Mostert, who scored 4 touchdowns.
Not in the
against
Super
Green Bay.
Bowl.
He scored a touchdown.
Not
He was
in the
looking
Super
good.
Bowl.
And that was the problem. Is the Niners went away from the running game that they were so good at because they were passing
You
the ball.
can't
in the
run.
first half.
KC was shutting you guys' run down.
I agree with you when
Yeah.
you said the coaching was
Yeah, it was shitty.
It was shitty. It
Shanahan
was shitty.
went to shit.
The first half was a shitty coaching.
Shanahan went to shit in hand.
If we played that
He
first
literally
half
had a
like
turd in your hand.
if we played that first half like you normally play first halves, we would have been fine. But he got nervous. Garoppolo was nervous, and so was Patrick Mahomes.
You know what?
by
I
the
don't
way.
think
But-
Garoppolo was. I think Garoppolo out of both the quarterbacks had more composure than Mahomes, given the fact that he's been in the Super Bowl before. He didn't play, but he's been there.
Kansas City made obvious adjustments in the third quarter.
Yeah.
That made
Andy
the
Reid,
difference.
bro. Andy Reid was he outcoached him.
He did.
Andy Reid
He did.
outcoached
It was
Shanahan.
it came down to the coaching.
Yeah, it did.
And Andy Reid came out on top.
And I know I was happy for Andy Reid. Okay, here's what I want to talk about the Super Bowl, the halftime show. Let's get into it, Chris. I know you got some critiques on it. I definitely do.
I don't have like a lot of critiques on it.
I got
but,
critiques on it. It was
Do we have
crap.
video? Do we have video of it?
Yeah, of course. We got all the porno shots of it.
I feel like we should. I don't think I put the video up, but you probably should play.
I can
a
find it,
video
I can
of
find it.
Yeah, let's.
Okay.
Let's watch the Super Bowl halftime show. What was it, like 12 minutes or something like that? There's probably
It was
a highlight.
terrible.
It was getting praised.
I thought it was terrible.
Okay, so there was like a lot of back and forth going with a lot of people being like,
More now in the Super Bowl, that stunning halftime show, Jennifer Lopez, Shakira, wowing millions. Their performance
No, I want
making
the
history.
I want the actual show.
you want to watch the whole show?
Okay, we'll do the big time,
We can't
biggest
play the whole
moments.
show.
Here, we'll
We
do
can't play
biggest
the whole show.
moments. Okay. Yeah, we can't.
Why was it bad, Water Girl? I want to know.
it was bad? It was bad. It was just
But
first
why?
of all, the singing wasn't good. Neither one of them sang well. Shakira was lip syncing and it still sounded bad. Shakira for a
I didn't
belly
watch
for
it
a
'cause I was
belly
drunk
dancer
and getting food.
for a
at the
belly
time.
dancer. Shakira had more belly than you should.
All right, let's watch it.
Okay.
Because I honestly didn't even watch it. I was like, okay, time to get food.
And okay, secondly, who the fuck were these rappers that they brought up? No one knew who the fuck these guys were. Like, oh la la la, oh la 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 la.
Oh,
Like,
yeah?
shut the fuck up. What? I understand it's in Miami and like we're trying to be like, you know, whatever, but these guys were nobodies.
The National Football League welcomes you to the Pepsi Super Bowl
This is getting
54
copyrighted for
halftime
sure.
Oh
show.
yeah, for sure. And who's the white dude with the do-rag spacesuit?
Okay, I didn't even watch this at all. I was getting food. I was like, I could care less about the halftime show.
I mean, it's sexy, but a lot of people were pissed because they thought it was too sexy.
Very predictable.
100% lip syncing. This is retarded. Very sexual. They're pussy pumping right now. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward because I don't want to listen to the whole fucking thing.
I kind of want to watch it.
You do? Okay, fine. We'll play it. I will say I felt Shakira was a little more wholesome than J-Lo was. So we're gonna recap this whole
So
thing.
I was hearing some rumors that they didn't want to like work together. Like I think
I know most
J-Lo
acts
was
lip
like,
sync. Yeah, that's lip
Yeah.
syncing.
yeah, that's not real. She's not even trying.
She's not even. She looks old.
It's like way too exaggerated at the.
Yeah, and she's not playing that guitar either. It's not even fucking plugged into anything. Those guys are probably playing.
I like that. A little
Yeah, but that's not her. It's the
Led
musician.
Zeppelin vibe.
I don't even understand what this rope thing is about. I'm just saying. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause it here. Okay, hold on. I gotta. Oh fuck.
Is that Latina or is that like? It kind of feels like Middle Eastern.
No, it's a belly dance. It's South American, I guess. But I kind of feel like she's got a little belly kind of going on.
Well, that's the whole thing.
I mean, if you're gonna do a belly dance, you better have a six pack. I mean, she does, but
It's
maybe
not
I'm being
bad.
extra. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm
you're
being
a
highly
little-
critical.
And it's the profile view. Is it a snake? Oh, okay.
I don't know,
Maybe
but like,
it's
I mean,
supposed to be a
okay,
snake.
okay. Look, you see, there's folds there, dude. There's rolls. I'm just saying, maybe it's just her belly button. I don't know.
Where's
But
Shakira from? Colombia?
Argentina?
Colombia?
Yeah, Colombia. I thought she was sexy back in the day, but I don't know. I don't find her sexy anymore.
I mean, I was never like a big fan of Shakira.
I was never a fan of. Tony, I bet you got rolls, man. Oh, I got dinner rolls, my friend. I got rolls
I
for
know.
days. But I'm not on the stage belly dancing either. I think he just has a weird belly button. This was freaking weirding me out.
He looks hot.
I don't know. Shakira always reminds me of like the new age Charo.
Oh, okay. That's you want to get a Miami crowd. That's the best way to go.
Yeah. Isn't that the anthem?
Yeah.
Okay. Who the fuck is this idiot? Watch what he does.
Okay. What is he wearing?
What?
Is that Ollie G? Bracho said it.
I thought that was Ollie G too. I was like, oh shit. Sacha Baron Cohen? Singing was bad. I just think looked cheap. And I think it was a little graphic, especially with having 14-year-old daughter involved. Now, don't get me wrong. Both those women are beautiful. I just think it was not a good example grabbing her in front of those younger
So
girls.
this is the is the sentiment going through.
A lot of people were pissed off because J-Lo the whole time was like literally rubbing her clit.
Yeah.
She was literally like rubbing her
But
vag
they
the
were
whole
also
time.
like Adam Levine like took off his fucking
But
shirt.
dude, Adam Levine,
And all
he's
the
a rock
women were
star.
like,
of course, all the women loved it
like,
then.
Loved it then.
Yeah.
So
But guy
that's
nipple.
been the
But let's be
biggest
real. In society, guy nipples is a lot different than fucking female nipples.
Well, there's no
right?
nipples. There's no nipples.
Well, on this one, but they're literally shoving. There's many. Well, we're gonna keep playing it, but there's many cuts to like literally you're just looking at their vag. So we'll get to that.
Okay.
Hold on.
And there's a stripper pole apparently.
Yeah.
too,
Oh,
right?
there is. Let's listen to this goofball. I told the top of the glass. I told her to wipe my ass.
Is that guy even Latino?
I think he's Ali G. I really think it was.
He looked like a white guy.
Oh, A-Track says he's got the real DM Epstein photos. Who the fuck is this clown? I mean, that's kind of cool. His name is Bad Bunny. What a dumb name. Culo? That's ass, right? That's lip sync for sure.
Yeah, no way.
You notice only security's holding her. Because someone would...
Yeah.
I'll be honest. If
Be
that was
like
me in the
out in
crowd,
the middle of
I'd
the
poke
crowd.
her in the butt. Oh, yeah, okay. That's talent. Okay. Okay, you saw that shot, right?
Yeah.
That's vagina shots.
What? Come on. Whatever.
All those viewers and none of them throwing money at him. What? Oh, Bad Bunny. You better not. Baby Cakes will be mad. Of course I wouldn't do it.
This is almost Tahitian.
Dude, this is fucking... What is this?
This is Tahitian.
Dude, look at it. I can see her vagina.
I can walk around stomping. I can do that.
Yeah, if me and Chris can do the dance, it's not talent.
Yeah. Granted, it's only 12 minutes, right? So you gotta like cram everything in.
That was lame. That jump was lame. Look at
It
my
is-
metal vagina!
It is pretty amazing they can construct this stage in like 12 minutes and
Look at my vagina. I will say this, J-Lo for 50 looks fucking amazing. She's fucking hot. for
I feel like
50.
you're hating on Shakira, even though she's showing her crotch right now.
No, I think they're both. Dude, why is J-Lo grabbing her pussy so much? Her ass is cut out.
We from the Bronx, New York. Ain't that funny? Baby, that you want me. Yeah, love is crazy.
I don't think she's singing either. See,
Let's get it.
I feel like this is a Michael Jackson steal.
You're looking just a little too hard at me. Standing just a little too close to me. You're shaking not quite enough to me. You're shipping just a little too slow for me. No doubt you play it real cool, homie. Got me thinking, what is it you do for me? Tripping a little more than I should be. So let yourself go and get right with me. Get right.
It's just funny. Grabbing her pussy again. And here comes the vagina slide. Okay, here we go.
You gotta work with that J-Lo ass, dude. That's her moneymaker, dude.
I think she was actually singing though. I mean, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. For 50 years old, she's hot for 50. But why do we need a stripper pole at the at the
Oh,
fucking?
this is the stripper pole.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, come on. It's whatever, dude. If you let your kids on YouTube, they see worse shit. than
That's
this.
true. But it literally looks like an orgy on the stage, if you notice that.
It's perfect, it's passion, it's setting me free.
It's really not that bad.
I have spent all of my life waiting for tonight.
The stage was pretty cool, actually.
The stage is pretty fucking
Yeah.
nuts. That's what I'm saying. It's pretty amazing they set that stage up.
But
I
look
mean,
at this shot. She's literally spread eagle. I just felt there was a lot of pussy pushing through this performance. And who the fuck is this clown?
Is that Pitbull?
What?
It's like a club mix.
Yeah. And he's not even holding the mic to his mouth when he's lip syncing it.
Esquina, esquina, ya ahí nos vamos. El mundo es grande, pero lo tengo en mis manos. Estoy muy duro, sí, ok, ahí vamos. Y con el tiempo nos seguimos elevando. Y ya, que seguimos rompiendo aquí. Ya, esta fiesta no tiene fin. Ya, ok, ya para arriba, sí, los tengo bailando. ¿Y dónde está mi gente? South Miami, lo tiro again. ¿Y dónde está mi gente?
The stage is pretty dope.
Dos, tres,
Let me introduce you to my party people in the club. If you go hard, you gotta get on the floor. If you're a party freak, then step on the floor. If you're an animal, then tear up the floor. Break the sweat on the floor. Yeah, we work on the floor. Don't stop.
it's like
keep
the suck it.
moving with your drinks up. La, 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 la. Tonight we gon' be on the floor. La, 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 la. Tonight we gon' be on the floor.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty lame. Now I thought it was weird they brought all these kids out.
They're in cages?
Yeah, so
Is
people
this a
were saying this
political
was
message?
no. People were saying this is like a secret sex trafficking like ritual. Shut the fuck up, Shakira, playing the goddamn drums. Get the fuck out of here. That's a Puerto Rican flag.
Yeah. I think it's a clear. I think it's a clear message to the shit that's happening on the border right now. Is what this is. If I look at it, I feel like
Puerto Rican kids aren't in cages, Chris.
I know, but I feel like they had the Latin kids in cages in the beginning. I feel like that's like that part of the message.
Well, let's go back to Obama's cages.
Maybe nobody looked into it that way, but I don't know. I feel like the kids in cages.
Now
are
I feel like
kinda
what is this, like a tap dance or something? Like what's happening here?
Wizard of Oz.
This
Maybe
is like
a
a
Disney
Mexican
movie?
river dance. It's the Hispanic river dance. We're gonna river dance all day. I don't know why it sounded like Filipino when I said it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Why is it Filipino?
It's the river dance.
Are these Amish?
Are these pilgrims? Muchas gracias. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know either, man. I don't know either.
The National Football League thanks
Yeah,
you
well-
for watching the Pepsi Super.
That whole part of our show has been blacked out. But
I'm gonna have to cut that out of the YouTube.
I don't know, man. For me, like, it wasn't a. I was not impressed. You know me. I take a lot into consideration watching a
Yeah.
live performance, and I wasn't impressed. Like, I've seen a lot of live concerts.
So why weren't you impressed?
I don't know. Just there was nothing in there that was just like, oh wow. You know, there's no wow factor for me.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that J-Lo was 50 and looks as good as she does. Other than that, there's no
there
wow
wasn't
factor.
that much crotch grabbing or anything like that.
It was a lot
like,
more than
everybody was
needed to
making,
be.
Like, she's on a pole for like 30 seconds, and
Well, I
like,
guess what
really,
a
is
lot
that,
of it
like, a
was-
big deal. Like,
The camera cuts too might not have showed it as much as she was
I
doing
mean,
it.
the slide with a crotch shot and stuff like that. I get there's like a couple things you can pick out of there,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I don't think it
Really,
was.
is
I don't
it,
think it was like
like-
super controversial. I mean, I've seen worse, but I'm just saying, as far as a performance, I thought it was, eh.
yeah. I don't know. I thought it was kind of entertaining.
You're just horny.
I like the I like the stage. I like the stage. I like the way
there
the
was no
stage-
wow factor for him because he forgot his Viagra, dude. I don't need Viagra. Baby cakes, you can vouch for me.
There were parts where I was like, okay, but
It was boring to me. Honestly, it was boring to me. I watched it. I mean, and then when the first time I watched it, I saw Shakira on the drums. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. I kind of liked it.
You're easy to please.
I kind of liked it. I thought it was entertaining. It's a 12-minute show, bro. Like, you
Doesn't
can,
matter.
Like,
They could have done. I mean, fuck. Put Incubus on the stage. They could have done a way better fucking performance.
yeah, it would have been like political and all kinds of
Nah,
shit
Incubus
behind
isn't.
it.
Actually, Incubus is very. They try to stay out of.
I
that.
mean, they had the Red Hot Chili Peppers on stage at one point.
Yeah.
And then they did a really good job, but I don't know. I didn't think the show was that bad. It's a halftime fucking show. It's
dude,
like,
there's been
what do you expect?
There's been epic halftime
They're literally
shows.
like 40-second cuts of each song that they do.
Yeah, but
and
there's
they gotta
literally
shove so much into
no. They
like a
chose
small-
to do it that way. They could have
You-
done
you-
one song each, and it would have been fine. But they chose to go through their little, chronological fucking discography, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Because they're not relevant. Neither one of those people are relevant right now.
They're
None of
going-
them have an album out.
They're going with
None
the
of
safe
them has
choices.
released the album in probably like the last 5 years.
They're going with safe choices now. They know
I'm
better. to
pretty
go
sure.
with
I'm pretty
safe
sure.
choices.
I'm pretty sure J-Lo's released one album her entire music career, and and that was what, when I was in high school, 20 years ago, she was relevant. Why is she even in the fucking halftime show? Why? Because she's Latina? Come on.
It's Miami, bro.
So
you gotta,
what?
You gotta appeal to that.
She's irrelevant. What has J-Lo done in the past 5 years?
I
Nothing.
I don't think it needs to be.
What has
Latina,
Shakira done in the
but-
past 5 years? Nothing.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Okay.
right. They've been out
None
of,
of
the game
them
for a
are
minute.
relevant.
They've been out of the
And-
game for a minute.
Yeah, none of them are. I'm not saying they're bad entertainers. I'm just saying they're not relevant.
But they're,
Why were they involved? Why? Because they're Latina. That's it.
'Cause
And
they're-
we're in Miami. We could have got Pitbull. He's at least more relevant right now. He released a record. What?
I
At
think-
least
was
a year
Pitbull-
ago.
Was Pitbull on the Super Bowl?
He might have. I think he did one.
I think he
year.
did one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's still more relevant. J Lo hasn't sang a song and released a new song for probably 5 years.
So who do you put on that stage?
I mean,
Not Incubus, because
No, they're not. Well, they just actually released a new record, which is I heard they're a single. It's okay. I mean, fuck. You could have gone with. I mean, I thought Bruno Mars did a hell of a job that year. He did his.
Yeah.
That was an awesome performance. He probably lip synced too, but
But he already did one. So where do you
okay.
go
So
next? And Johnny Valentine, by the way, was like, that was okay.
that's his uncle. That's fucked up. No.
So so Bruno Mars, we know his uncle Johnny Valentine, who's a prominent entertainer in Hawaii.
Is it his real blood
And-
uncle,
yes.
or is it just
yes,
like
absolutely.
someone that he knows
Absol-
that
no,
calls him uncle?
No,
You sure?
blood uncle. Yes.
I don't know. I don't see the resemblance.
But we know Bruno Mars' uncle, and he just gives him-
Actually, no. I take that back. The hair.
Yeah.
The hair for sure.
I look at him. I can show you a picture of him, and you would be like, "Oh yeah, that's Bruno Mars' uncle." But
he seems like a nice.
he was just fucking with him. He was obviously
Yeah.
Bruno Mars did a really good job. So
Bruno
he was
Mars
just
always
fucking
kills
with
it. But I mean, even Adam Levine's one last year, I thought was more entertaining.
Yeah, but he took his shirt off. That was like
So what?
inexcusable. Dude.
So did Janet
it was
Jackson.
Like over sexualized.
So did Janet Jackson. She showed female nipple on fucking public TV.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean,
I
like
didn't think it was that bad.
I've seen. I'm just saying, I've seen a lot better halftime performances.
I feel with the
And-
amount of production you have to do within a short amount of time, you can only do so much, and
Dude.
it's.
It's not like they got less time than anybody else.
I think J Lo and Shakira, they had to split the time.
It's sex appeal, I get it, but
You
I
have
mean,
to
as
split
far
the
as
time.
entertaining, it wasn't entertaining for me to see people dance and lip sync.
I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. I don't watch Super Bowl for the halftime shows. That's the whole thing.
Well, the only reason you were
If-
watching it is because your team was in it.
Yeah, exactly. Like the halftime shows, I could give two shits about. To be
I
honest.
I actually thought there was some good commercials.
But as
too.
an unbiased person who doesn't give a shit about the halftime show, I thought it was not. I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
I'm over talking about it. It sucked. Moving on.
I don't think it was over sexualized. It's not like seriously.
I mean, I don't think it was
If you
anything
watch
controversial.
CSI, if you watch CSI Miami or any CSI show or any crime show, and your kid gets a glimpse of that, you see a bloody person on the floor with their like arms cut off or some shit. Like, really, that's worse than what I saw in that halftime show.
Baraja
By
said he
far.
Baraja said he put up a video in Discord about the halftime show crazy rules. Okay, let's see what he's got up here.
Okay, I'll be right back. You pull that shit up.
Operation North. Okay, hold on. Wait. There's all kinds. Oh, damn. There's been a lot of action actually in the Discord while we were talking. But here, let's take a look at this. What this? So
I just downloaded the free browser.
shut the fuck up, bitch. Let's take a look at what Baracho posted.
Artists performing at the Super Bowl halftime show is a career-defining opportunity. With over 100 million viewers worldwide, the Super Bowl is one of the most watched television sporting events on the planet. And with such massive viewership, artists are under immense pressure to deliver an unforgettable yet professional show.
Prince did a
After
good
all,
job.
Their artistic integrity isn't the only thing on the line when the NFL is footing production costs. It only makes sense the industry would have some pretty strict rules in place to make
lame.
sure
Fergie
everything goes
sucks.
according to plan. However, it's still a live show, and accidents or controversies have always happened, despite the performers' best intentions. Keeping it PG. Despite their best intentions, halftime show performers have still found themselves in the middle of international controversies. And while it may be said that all press is good press, there are still rules and guidelines in place to ensure the show goes well. It should go without saying that if you're performing for over 100 million people, you're going to want to put on a show that's family-friendly. And
Pretty
while
much
NFL
killed
wants
it.
to hire acts that will entertain and dazzle audiences, sometimes provocation can go a little too far. In 2012, musical artist MIA endured harsh criticism as images of her circulated flipping off the camera during her halftime show performance. Now, even though this is a little more PG than the Janet Jackson Justin Timberlake halftime scandal, many viewers were still
Titties.
offended, and the NFL actually sued MIA for $1.5 million for a
Damn.
breach of contract and damage to the NFL's goodwill and reputation. However, MIA says it was all a misunderstanding, as she was just showing a hand gesture related to a yoga practice and Hindu goddess Matangi, who was one of the main subjects of MIA's latest film. Regarding the legal accusations,
What?
the NFL and MIA settled the lawsuit at an undisclosed amount. Keep it simple. The most
Sing it.
simplistic
We were just,
performances often
doing
work
little
the best
blues.
for Super Bowl halftime shows. In 2011, the Black Eyed Peas tried to censor the expletives in their songs during their live sets, which kind of made for an awkward live show. However, often the most simplistic performances work best for the Super Bowl halftime show. If you're performing for so many people, it's important to make sure you keep it family friendly. And if you have to go to such extreme lengths to alter your content so it's age appropriate, maybe you should pick a different song. However, that doesn't mean the halftime show is by any means for kids. In 2002, U2 did a stunning rendition of Where the Streets Have No Name, while they projected a 9/11 memorial on a screen behind them. This was a very emotional performance relevant to the difficult times Americans were facing in 2002. Production-wise, the show was relatively simple, but the message was powerful, showing that if you're intentional with your performance, a little can go a long way. Make sure the guest artists make sense. Having bizarre combinations of guest artists performing together
that
can
Outkast?
sometimes be
Or the
detrimental
Red
or
Hot Chili
hindering to
Peppers?
performers' careers. Their acts can be hard for people to comprehend, and it can take them out of their genre in a way that obscures them to the public. For example, in 2016, Coldplay invited Beyoncé to perform during their set, but let's be honest, Beyoncé definitely stole the show. Another bizarre combination was the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Bruno Mars halftime show in 2014. Of course, you want to play on the element of surprise with guest appearances on halftime shows, but there's a fine line between complimentary acts and total randomness. Don't overload the lineup. Sometimes too much of a good thing is just that, too much of a good thing. In 2001, the Super Bowl halftime show was packed to the brim with celebrity overload, featuring Aerosmith, Britney Spears, Nelly, Mary J. Blige, and NSYNC. This made for a chaotic production with too many acts wanting the spotlight. And when the average runtime for a halftime performance is around 20 minutes, that's a lot of star power for the length of time it takes to watch an episode of The Simpsons without advertisements. Another notable traffic jam was in 2012, featuring Madonna, LMFAO, Nicki Minaj, MIA, and CeeLo Green. Though all the musical acts have credible talent and put on a pretty great show, they have a very limited amount of time in the spotlight. With such high production costs for each performance, the razzle-dazzle can be a little overwhelming to audiences and
what the
viewers
fuck?
worldwide.
Yeah, what was
Perform
that?
for free. Oftentimes, performers do the Super Bowl for free. The Super
Of
Bowl
course.
halftime show is basically a one-of-a-kind, ultra-prestigious, unpaid internship, The Atlantic stated in an article on halftime
Makes
show
sense.
performances.
Yeah.
When Lady Gaga agreed to perform in 2016,
Think
both
about
the NFL
how long
and
it's been since
Pepsi, one of her
Shakira
official
and
sponsors,
J-Lo
made
were in the
statements saying
spotlight.
Lady
Like,
Gaga was
Yeah.
not paying
like,
the league
yeah,
and the
you're
league
gonna
was
take the
not
free
paying her.
promotion.
Why do so many high-profile artists like Lady Gaga agree to perform the halftime show for free? For one thing, the NFL fronts the cost of production for the performance.
Yeah,
and when
so
you're
it
Lady
doesn't come out of
Gaga, that
pocket.
means you have multiple costume changes, hordes of background dancers, extravagant lighting cues, and elaborate sets. And those are going to cost a little more than a single guitar in a spotlight. In fact, hers cost about $10 million. But
Damn.
the exposure you get as a performer is priceless, and many high-profile performers take on the Super Bowl seemingly as a love for the game. It is an artistic honor few are lucky to achieve, and with over 110 million people watching your performance, it may just be worth it. For
yeah,
some
think about how
artists
much
who
a
wanna take
football
their
ad
fame to the next
costs.
level.
A
Yeah,
30-second
6.5
commercial
million.
costs
League as
how
Lady
much?
Gaga. She didn't
6.5
you
million
get,
for 30
you get a
seconds.
20-minute
production costs,
spot
which,
on a
if you recall,
fucking
were
show?
pretty
Yeah, you're
incredible.
gonna take
Her
it for
iconic
free.
fire sequin dress and puppet she rode in on definitely cost quite a bit of money. The show also featured Missy Elliott and Lenny Kravitz and was one of the wildest halftime shows to date. Lip syncing? Many performers have lip synced on their performances, and while that may seem like a shock to some people, it's actually encouraged by the NFL. The setup for a halftime show is extremely rushed, and
I'm here to prove that Purple Mattress blows memory foam out of the bedroom.
Okay.
Only Purple.
All right.
Enough
You get
of
the
that.
idea.
Yeah,
Let's
you get
move
the
on.
idea. Anyway, we get the idea.